I met Mariana. She works in my hostel. You had to go today to the airport to pick some people up, some friends. And then I told her that tomorrow I will walk to the airport. Then she offered that I can ride with her. So now she brought me to the airport. And even crazier, tomorrow she marries a girl.
Yeah!
How amazing is that? Yeah, I wish you all the
You are
best
amazing. Good
for
luck.
your marriage and your life in the future.
Thank you.
So today, the next vital chapter of my journey of hitchhiking around the globe starts, because I'm basically all the way Western Europe. If I go any further west, there's only going to be the Atlantic. So today, the chapter of getting across the Atlantic begins, which might be the most difficult one. But I'm kind of really excited and really scared. And that's the reason why I'm at the airport, because I want to try to hitchhike a private jet or airplane or anything that flies, really. This is gonna be crazy. I'm kind of scared to do it. Feels weird, but I'm really excited to try it. The chances of success are really low, but I know and I read on the internet that people already done it. So it's possible, but you need to be really lucky, be at the right place in the right time, find an incredibly kind person. We will see how this goes. My plan is first to ask around in the airport, maybe ask some flight attendants or pilots if there are any private jets here and where the people are going through, where the entrance is to the private jets. That's gonna be the first thing I have to figure out, and then my plan is to make a sign, like a hitchhiking sign out of cardboard, where I will write on, "Can I fly with you?" or something funny like that. And then I will try to stand in the area where the people would come through to the private jet, but I don't know if there are even private jets here. The airport is pretty small, and maybe if there are private jets, no one's flying in one day. Could be the case, you know. And then also, these jets might not go over the Atlantic, they might go somewhere else. So it's just like, I really want to try it, that's why I do it. I don't think that the chances are really high, but I think it's worth a try anyways. And if this shouldn't work out, I want to try this here 3 days, and after 3 days I will give it up and I will go to plan B, and plan B is sailboats. And for that, my plan is to hitchhike down the whole coast of Portugal, even until Spain or Gibraltar, and go to all the major ports and ask around there, hang up some flyers and just talk to people and look on the internet at the same time to hopefully find a sailboat over the Atlantic. Yeah, but I will try it anyways, and we will see what happens.
Almost every day, I guess.
Okay. You know where the entrance is?
I don't know.
Okay. Thank you so much. Good news. This one guy told me that there are private jets leaving this airport. So now I just have to figure out where the people go. Voilà. Do you know if there are any private jets leaving the airport? No? Okay, that woman that I asked at the info counter, she was really rude and didn't like what I do all the whole, and she tried to tell me that there are no private jets leaving this airport. Yeah, I guess there are many people here that are very weirded out by what I do, which is normal if you do weird things, but maybe also some people like what I do, we will see. Right, no, I spoke with a lot of people. Some of them, they don't want to give any information, and now I think I figured out that it's outside of the main airport here. It's like a separate VIP parking and then a separate building, so that sounds just right, but I want to ask one pilot or something more, just to be sure that I'm not waiting at the wrong spot. And yeah, sometimes they're looking at me like, oh, this guy is not flying with a private jet. And then they don't want to give me any information, I think. Yeah, pretty weird, but pretty fun. So now I'm also researching a little bit on the internet before I decide to wait and hitchhike the jet. So most likely it's gonna be right here next to the airport. It's called VIP parking. So I guess there the people would park their cars when they get to the private jet. Yeah, there's even photos, maybe. I don't know. No review, sadly. That would have been helpful. Yes, pilots. I knew you could trust pilots. Now I get it definitely confirmed. I found a very nice pilot who liked my idea, and he told me that's definitely over there in this little parking lot, VIP parking, with the little house. And I asked so many people here and they told me all kinds of weird things which were not true. So now I'm really happy and I'm gonna go there and try to hitchhike, try to show the cars that enter the parking lot the sign and try to make a good smile. We will see. Hitchhiking a plane feels like the ultimate discipline of hitchhiking. Like there's nothing better. You know, maybe you can hitchhike a rocket to Mars or something with Elon Musk, but then you might not return. But yeah, I'm really excited to try it. This is the parking lot, some cars there. So yeah, there's a security guard in the front, probably won't let me in. Probably have to hitchhike in front of that thing. We will see. In front of the separate terminal for the private jets, there was a gate to let cars in and out, with a security guard sitting in a small hut. I got all my courage together and just walked confidently past the gate as if I was supposed to be here, because I saw the highest chances in persuading a private jet owner to give me a lift by standing right in front of the entrance and actually being able to talk to him, and not only showing him my sign when he drives through the gate. Okay, I was waiting right in front of the building of the VIP, right in front of the entrance, and I asked a guy which looked really rich, and I thought he definitely has a private jet for his private jet, but he was only one of the tower controllers that worked there. So yeah, he was there with his family, so it looked like a family trip, but it wasn't. So yeah, that's that. And then I waited a little longer, and then the security guy came, and I kind of expected it and said I had to leave, but it was kind of the kindest and friendliest security guy I've ever met. Really professional, I have to say. He just said I need to go beyond this green fence here because this is a VIP area and I understand, and this is public, and I can stay here where the entrance is and where the cars enter. And he was like really understanding, and I told him what I'm doing here. He went to his colleague here in the little box, in the little security tower, and he asked him about the schedules of the private jets today. And it seems like one left at 6 o'clock in the morning, one at 10:30, which I sadly missed now because I was walking around in the airport a lot. So now there seems to be no more private jets the whole day. Thinking about just waiting, and maybe there's one that's spontaneous, which could be. So now something really cool happened. I just met EasyJet pilot Frederick from Sweden.
Yeah, that's right.
And I guess he just saw my sign, "Can I fly with you?"
And I like it.
Yeah.
Hope to see you again on board the flight.
Yeah. And
oh no, it's not part of the game.
What do you mean? Yeah,
you cannot be on a public plane, right?
Maybe in 5 years.
Maybe in 5 years.
Yeah.
Good.
I would love to fly with you. Yeah.
Good luck with everything.
And he said that he might have some way of helping me. I don't know yet exactly how. But
exactly, that will be the surprise.
Yeah, I gave you my number and we will see.
That's correct.
Yeah, endless opportunities in this life. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
And maybe see you again.
Keep it up. See you.
You too. Bye bye.
Ciao everyone.
Just crazy what kind of opportunities can come to your life that you never even expected. Like basically here, all the pilots and stewardesses walk to their hotels after their work. So they all pass me and they see the sign, and he was like just telling me, "You want to fly with me?" I was like turning around, "Yeah, I want to fly with you." But then he was just joking, of course. but he actually said that he gets some free flight opportunities on private jets that are empty and getting delivered somewhere. So he as a pilot can just get some of them for free and give them also to other people. So he said that he might be able to help me out with a flight in the future, but he doesn't know where and when. He has to check. But he has my number now, and maybe he will call me or something. And maybe he wasn't serious about it, but maybe he was, so you never know. And yeah, I'm excited. And the coolest thing is that he was also a hitchhiker. He used to hitchhike for years in South America, and his mother has used to hitchhike for 10 years, he said. That was, yeah, a hitchhiking pilot. That was really cool to meet him. I'm gonna go back to the hostel for now, for today, and go again at the spot where I was tomorrow very early in the morning, because today 2 planes left before I was at the spot. So maybe they're always leaving in the morning. Tomorrow we'll be there way earlier. And today was a success. I mean, hitchhiking a plane is going to take at least a couple days, unless you're really lucky. But the success of today is finding out where the private jets leave to stand in the right spot, which I did. The nice security guy was also a success. Meeting such a person always gives me hope, and yeah, hope for the world. And it's just nice to meet kind security people, because mostly they're really unfriendly and rude. And then the pilot, the Swedish pilot who might can help me out with a flight or something. I'm back at the hostel, and the pilot just texted me a picture of this special pilot private jet booking site they have, and said there are no departures anytime soon here in Porto, but he said maybe in another region we can look. So yeah, we'll try nevertheless. 2 days more here in Porto airport. Welcome back to the game. It's now really early in the morning, and I'm gonna be here the whole day trying to hitchhike a private jet again. Today there's a different security guard. I already talked to him and asked him if he knows when the private jets are leaving, but he said there's no private jets, and he was really pissed off that I'm here. I don't know if he's lying or if there are really no private jets today, but since I'm already here, I'm gonna try it and see what happens. Alright, so I definitely missed my first opportunity now, but even missing an opportunity feels kind of great, because there was a car stopping here at this, the security guard, and they have to open the thing. So they were waiting, and I was showing them the sign and pointing on it and smiling, and they were smiling back and laughing and found it really funny. And then they waited a lot of time in the parking lot, and then they opened the doors, and yeah, so that means they're definitely private jets, because yesterday the security guy, he told me he's gonna close the gate now and close the doors because there are no more private jets. But now the doors are open, and yeah, there were 2 guys in the car, 1 woman and 1 man, and yeah, I had the feeling maybe they would come back and ask me if I want to fly with them. But now only the woman was flying and the man was actually driving back, so yeah, I guess he didn't want that I fly with her. So yeah, but funny. I mean, that was the first one that I missed. Alright, there was a second opportunity. Maybe it's the same plane, but another car with 2 incredibly rich looking people was going inside, and they also laughed their ass off when I showed them the sign. And I was like thinking, oh my god, they're gonna like it. But no. But even they just parked the car in front of the house there, and then some other employee drove the car to the parking lot there. So they were basically too lazy to park the car like 20 meters further away, and all the baggages, get carried by a couple people. It's pretty crazy, this private jet thing. So yeah, but so far 2 opportunities in like 3 hours. That's really good, and maybe it's gonna be the rest of the day no opportunities or whatsoever, but still that would have already made it worth it. I mean, I guess you can always try everything in life, and yeah, why not? I mean, I make people smile at least, and who knows, maybe one day I will get a plane. So I went on a tiny little pee break at the airport. Now I came back and the doors of the gate are closed, so probably no more private jets in the next time, but I will wait here anyways the whole day until it gets dark, because like yesterday, meeting that amazing pilot who might help me out in the future, opportunities like that also are here, so I have a lot of food with me, so I'm gonna camp out here and see what happens. So now it's about 3 hours later, the gate is still closed and the sun is gonna go down in I think 3 hours or so. Days are pretty short now, it's crazy. But yeah, with the sign here I'm putting many smiles on stewardesses and pilots who walk by here all the time. And that's like, that alone makes it worth it kind of. And some people also look at it and look away, really disgusted or not happy, I don't know. It's really interesting how people react. Like some people have a really positive reaction and some people not so much. But maybe they just don't know how to react. I don't know. I just like to do weird stuff, I guess. I think it's funny if you do something that normally no one does and you surprise people a little bit. Yep, it's a pretty crazy waiting game. I mean, hitchhiking, normally you never wait the whole day for nothing. But when hitchhiking airplanes, that's normal, and it's like, yeah, you can think a lot, play with some random leaves and whatever comes to your mind, and eat a lot of stuff to pass your time. It's definitely nice to practice patience that way. Sun is setting now. I'm gonna stay here until it's dark and then walk back to the hostel. Try it tomorrow again, but yeah, the door is still not open, so maybe there's no private jets anymore today. We will see. Sunset and the gate door didn't open again, so I guess there's no more private jets today, and in the night I won't try it, of course. I'm gonna walk back to the hostel, try it tomorrow morning again. When I did my research on how to hitchhike planes or private jets, some people were saying that they were just asking random people at the airport to buy them a ticket, and that I won't do, because for me that's not hitchhiking. Hitchhiking should always be a concept of something already moving and then you join them, and it's basically CO2 free, because that plane or car would go somewhere anyways, but it doesn't matter if there's one more one less person in the car. So, but buying a plane ticket, that would be not hitchhiking anymore, I think. So I will try the same thing tomorrow again, and we will see what happens. Welcome to the third and last day of trying to hitchhike a jet on this airport. Maybe I'm lucky today, we will see. Maybe I will try it in a different airport too. And yeah, there's today a lot of police motorcycles and fancy cars. Maybe the president is gonna land here, because I heard that the president sometimes flies private to Porto. So yeah, pretty exciting to see all of that, and yeah, I'm excited to wait here the whole day and try it again. So I'm not sure who that might have been, but it was a huge convoy with two motorcycle police and yeah, maybe armored cars, I'm not sure. Interesting. And yeah, oh shit, now they closed the gate again, so that's not good for me. Now a nice Portuguese man wanted to give me €2 because he thought I'm out of money or something. I think he didn't read the sign properly. And he, yeah, of course I refused. I'm not here to get money or something. He told me his story that he got stuck in Berlin because his stuff was stolen, and he was 3 days in Berlin without nothing, and he had no money to buy a flight ticket, no nothing, and he had to go to the embassy of Portugal, and they flew him home after 3 days, and it was a huge ordeal. And yeah, that was interesting, but now he understood that I'm trying to hitchhike a private jet and not a normal ticket. So yeah, funny what kind of things happen here. Oh my god, they just opened the gate again. So that's a really good sign for me now. I need to be really quick and aware of cars going in and have my sign ready to show it to them, because that's my only chance of communicating right now. I cannot talk to them directly because they're in the car, and my only hope is that I can point on the sign and smile at them, and then they will roll down the window or get back to me later. So that's the only chance right now. Hitchhiking jets is really boring. You start to eat an apple for half an hour and eat it like that, like it's cut. You start to pass your time with weird stuff. But sadly, one more thing that the opening of the gate could mean is that there's someone arriving, because they also arrive out of that gate. I really had to go to the toilet, so I hope that not in this second, this 5 minutes, the car with the private jet people came in. Sadly, I think there's someone arriving, not flying, because there was just a rental car guy bringing this premium rental Hertz car to the airport. Two people landed, the one with the rental car, and then also there came a German car, like a German VW bus that picked up someone. That was really weird, like a German license plate on it. Maybe someone from the embassy of, yeah, embassy should be in Lisbon. I don't know. Interesting. There was one more opportunity. There was definitely someone flying. I knew it right away. There was like a huge, I think a Q8 or something, like a big Audi. I knew when he was driving here, this guy is gonna have a private jet. And he was driving so fast, he almost ran over the gate here. And he seemed to be really stressed out, and I showed the sign many times, but no response whatsoever. They didn't see it, or they were really in a rush, I think. So yeah, I guess I have to wait for someone who's like in the mood for something crazy and not in a rush.
You,
It's a public place. I can
Yo,
take
Claude.
videos and photos.
you delete these photos.
No.
Video.
No,
Yeah?
this is my personal photos.
No,
This
yeah.
is a public place. I can
Yeah.
take photos and videos of what I want.
Not a problem. Okay.
Okay, what has happened is that you took pictures of something you are not allowed to, okay?
I didn't take any pictures.
Okay, so there's one thing,
Videos.
okay, or videos.
Yeah.
It's not allowed because it's a security issue, you understand? That's why it's not allowed, that's why you have these kind of things, you know? And if you have a zoom, it's not permitted.
Okay, then I have a question for you.
Yes.
I was here the last 2 days, the whole day,
Mhm.
doing the same thing.
Yes, but
No one cared.
you weren't seen, that's why. Now
What?
somebody saw you,
The
and
police-
we have to do our job.
The police drives by here every 10 minutes.
We never
greet
noticed.
them, kind of.
Yeah.
You never noticed.
No.
This is a
Okay,
big joke.
but it doesn't matter. It's like you made a crime once, 2, 3 times. You are not caught. The day you are caught, you.
Okay, what is here that I cannot film? Is there any sign no
Yes.
taking pictures?
Okay.
I didn't see any signs.
Okay, it's written here.
Where?
Área reservada acesso internet. Okay.
But it doesn't say no
Okay,
photos.
but okay. It means that you are not allowed to. Anyway, you can't.
I cannot enter, but I can be here. It's public.
Yes, it's public, but you cannot take everything that you want. Okay, I'm telling you.
No, of course not. But people can take pictures from the
Yes,
public places.
You can take pictures from the public places, except if you focus too much. You know, it's a matter. It's a matter of security. You're not allowed. Once you are seen, we have to make a report saying that you took pictures. Okay, you can be there hundreds of times. If we don't see you, it's okay. It's like making a crime in a place
You call
and
this
never
a
be
crime.
caught.
I committed a crime.
I'm not saying that it is a crime, okay? You don't want to understand what I'm saying to you.
Understand.
You have to cooperate, okay? To try to understand what I am saying. You know, I'm trying to explain to you. I know sometimes it cannot make sense, okay? But that's how it works. These are not my rules. I just have to tell you, and I have just to make my job, okay?
Yes, understand.
Once you do this, we have to make a report. So we have to have your identity, okay?
Sure.
Identificamos e ele diz. Mas eu fico. Okay. You have to delete what you took, okay?
No, I will not delete that.
No?
I will not delete my videos.
Okay.
It's my personal videos.
Okay. I'm not telling you your personal videos. I'm telling you about that.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
focus on any security.
Okay, that's okay.
Ele não apaga.
Alright, it's dark. I didn't make it officially now. Yeah. I will try it at another airport again. I will, because it was kind of fun, even though it was kind of really exhausting to stand for like the whole day. Because sitting is kind of like, I don't know, it doesn't feel good to sit there. People look at you like you have a big problem or something. So standing feels a lot better. And now in the end, first I had a really nice conversation with one of the stewardesses of the next private jet, which I also missed. And she was like coming, and because they all were curious, including the captain, what I was doing there. And then she understood that I was trying to hitchhike a private jet, and they kind of assumed it. And she even told the captain, she told me that, can you take this guy? This would be so nice. And she was really interested, and we talked for a long time. That was a really nice experience. And then suddenly, like 10 minutes later, a really bad experience was there. Suddenly a policeman stopped and was like with almost no English talking to me and telling me I need to delete all my photos, and he was like really rude, not even asking me what I'm doing here and who I am and stuff like that, you know. And then I asked him to show me his ID, which he wouldn't do, and yeah, all these kind of things which are not cool as a policeman. And then he called another guy which spoke better English. He basically also wanted me to delete all my photos and videos, which I refused because I'm in a public space. I can take as many photos and videos as I want. But yeah, he didn't like that, and then we were discussing for a while, and then he wanted to see my ID, which was no problem, and then he went with my data to someone else, and then he was waiting for a reply from his supervisor. And at some point they decided to let me go and give me my ID back, but that was kind of like, I don't know, a little bit weird. And yeah, now I'm glad that I have my footage and free. And yeah, it's always the case, like so many times people try to make you delete your videos and photos, which they're not really, yeah, that's not really their right to say that, as long as you're not filming inside of a private building or something. In public they cannot say anything, and even the police, you are allowed to film just to prove what happened and all of that. And yeah, so that's that. Tomorrow I will start my further journey to hitchhike, to look for boats and harbors.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It was really funny. I really had to pee while the police was waiting on a response, so I told them I need to go pee now, and we had to go to the airport for me to pee. So we all walked together, me and the police, to the airport, and at the same time I looked back at the special gate with the stewardess that I chatted with, and she was like looking at me and making a hand gesture like, what the fuck happened? And I was like just waving to her and then giving her a thumbs up that everything is okay, and then she was giving me a thumbs up back, and it was such a weird and funny situation. Yeah.